Let's see. Okay, perfect. So, Kabir, how are you today?
Sir, today I'm quite fine.
Wonderful.
I'm good. Wonderful.
So, Kabir, I remember when your book was published because I remember that I was reading through the book and the title of the book was very interesting for me. Your book is called Anger is a Wave. And I
Right,
was
sir.
thinking to myself, how old is this child that is writing about a subject like anger? So my first question for you is like, why is the book called Anger is a Wave?
So actually, the book describes when I had anger issues and how I used to overcome them. Because after all, emotions are like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can learn how to surf on them.
Interesting.
Just because
And
emotion cannot. We all have emotions, and we need to learn to control them.
hmm, um, and is this the first time you're writing a book?
No, this is the second time, sir.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw that you are a very talented writer. What was your first book about?
So my first book the title was History Repeats Itself, and I was about a boy who like used to was very mischievous and he used to always was very naughty, and then afterwards he went to a doctor which cured him. He told him how to meditate and how to control himself from inside and how to control his emotions. So both of my books are on the same topic. The first book was fictional, but this book is my own experience.
Interesting, very interesting. You know what? Actually, before I want to read parts of the book, but before I do, how old are you?
I'm 12.
And where are you from?
I am from Delhi, India.
From
Delhi,
Delhi,
India.
India. Okay, fantastic. So I want, if you allow me, I want to share a part of your story because I think it will be very interesting. So I will just read very small part of it, not big. So at around page 13 of your book, you're saying loneliness is like an empty hole in you that can be filled by people's love, kindness, friendship, and time. Day by
Right.
day, he started to realize the source of the problem, anger, that was the problem, and had to get rid of his anger. Or the world would stay, or he would stay lonely in the world. And then I will jump to page 20, if you don't mind. And then because then I have like many questions about it. So in page 20, you are talking about anger is like a wave. You need to learn
Right.
how to surf on it and not to let
Hmm.
you drown you. You know,
Yes, sir.
and I really found it fascinating that you have those things that can you explain me the concept of surfing your emotions or surfing anger? How does it work?
As we know that whenever a wave comes in the ocean, we take our surfboard and we surf on them. It's really fun. Like that, because we cannot stop the waves from coming. No matter how much we do, the from the ocean waves will come and they will continue to come for forever. So, like this, like our mind will continue to have emotions. We can't stop it. We will continue to have emotions, but we need to learn how to surf on those emotions. Surf as in control. We need to learn to control and manage those emotions properly. We need to learn that if I'm feeling angry, I should not take it out on many people. If you're feeling angry, I should not get extremely angry and start breaking things and shouting and screaming. That's wrong. We need to control it and manage it. We need to check, we need to surf on it, or we should not drown in it. Like when you try to surf, sometimes you can't and you drown inside of it. Same way, you should not drown or you should not let your emotions take control of you. You need to take control of your emotions.
So, I know a lot of adults that have issue with controlling their angers or other emotions. How would you advise them to do that?
I would advise them to do it by a couple of methods. Number one is counting backwards. Counting
Okay.
backwards is very like old technique and is used for many years. Like just count from, if your anger is a lot, just count from 100. If it's less, count from 10, like 10, 9, 8, like this, and slowly, when you count till 1, your mind will get a chance to think, because when you get anger, your mind instantly reacts to it. So if you count till 10, your mind gets a chance to think. Ki, what am I saying? Is what I'm saying right? Is what I'm saying wrong? Your mind will get a chance to think about it. And the second thing is, whenever you get angry, pat yourself on the back and get a deep breaths. So that you can feel calm.
Hmm. Amazing. Like I will definitely try it myself, and I hope a lot of our readers, your readers actually, and our viewers will also practice it. Now,
Right.
when you write the book, you're writing about a boy. We don't know where it is, but at the end of the book, you're actually telling us this book is me, right? This boy is me, right?
Yeah.
Was it important for you to tell your readers that is a personal story this time?
Yes, it was really important for me so people could see that. So we could take the example that if we're not like this, then this can happen. They need to know from my story that this has happened to me and this should not happen to you. Means that is, suppose, can give me an example that if I am walking and I fall into a like a hole which has been dug, which has been pre-dug. So then I do tell the other person who was walking behind me that no, you should not fall into the hole as well. Otherwise, you will also get hurt. That's why I
Uh,
told everybody that this has happened to me, and based on my experiences, you need to learn.
Interesting. So tell me, you said that you like writing books. What is the most fun part about writing a book?
The most fun part about writing a book is thinking of a good storyline. You see,
Okay.
you need to like capture the idea key that at first something will happen, then this will happen, and then this will happen. It needs to be like in a proper like a string. You need to put it properly, otherwise the full string can break. Same way, you need to put each scene and each scene in proper order. Otherwise, the story doesn't make sense. You need to be catchy and you need to make it appealing also.
So you were one of the first kids to ever write a book on BriBooks. I remember. I think you were one of the first 10 or 20 kids. This is why I remember your book so clearly. And when you started to write the book, did you know all the scenes, or did you use the pictures or the drawings or the questions in BriBooks to help you?
No, no, I know the story on my own. Actually, before this, I wanted to write a story on some other topic, but I scraped that because it did not look good and the storyline was not good enough. So I started to write on my own experiences because I believe that everybody should learn to control their anger. And nowadays, not many people do this. They do this thing. Not many people know the art and the skill of controlling. That's why
Mhm.
I wanted to help others. I
And
started
what inspires you to write books?
on reading books. If I
Reading
read a
books.
book, because I like to read books, and whenever I read a book, I imagine that yes, in the like I wrote this book and the author who is getting all this fame is me. So
Okay.
I inspire to be like that, and this keeps me going.
It's so amazing that you say it, because one of the things that I see all the time is there is when kids are writing books on BriBooks, you actually start a cycle, because you are inspired by somebody else, and then you write a book, and then other kids read your book and are inspired by this. Did other kids read your book already? Do you know?
Yes, I know that. I hope that many children have read my books so that even they like can learn that you should control your anger so that everybody around you can stay happy as well as you will also stay happy. So
I
I hope that as many children would read the book so that even they can learn to control their anger.
Mhm. I don't know. Is your book or now for sale on BriBooks? Like, is other people buying it or reading? It is. Okay,
Yes, it
very
is.
very cool, very cool. And other kids that I spoke with told me that that they sent a copy of their book to the school library. Did you do it already or not yet?
I sent one copy of the book to my principal.
To the
So
principal.
I don't know if she kept it with herself, put in the library, but I sent it to my principal.
Okay. When you see her, tell her that's really good to put it in the library, because I know that that's a lot of fun when other kids are seeing your book and telling you what they think about you. And
Right.
now I have a general question for you. Like, if you were a superhero, what superpower would you like to have?
I would like to have invisibility.
Invisibility? Why?
Why? Because first of all, it is really really cool to have the nice power. And
Hmm.
secondly, you can, like, whenever you're in a very like bad situation, you can make yourself invisible and calm yourself down. And then
Oh,
thirdly, you can help other people.
right. And they don't even know that you're helping them because you're invisible.
Right.
I
Right.
understand.
Because
And
a wise man once said that if you don't care about the credit you get, then you can do wonders. If you don't care that I am getting the credit, then you can do many wonders. So if people don't know who I am, then they praise whoever is helping them. So
uh,
I want to help people anonymously.
there is another saying that do good and throw it to the sea, meaning you just do good and you don't care what happens after that. I think
Yeah.
you're in line. One more
Yeah.
question: if there was any place on earth that you could travel to, where would you travel to?
So I'll think for. I'm gonna think for a minute. Just a minute.
Mm.
Okay. So I would travel to Canada.
To Canada? Why?
Yes. So because number one, it's my dream to see the northern lights. So I'll be able to see a lot over there.
Mhm.
Number two, I really like cold places, hilly and like snowy places. So I will love it there. And third of all, I really like Canada as it's one of the most. It's a very popular country, and it's my dream to go there.
Fascinating. I hope people from Canada will see this video.
Mm.
And your book will probably get to Canada way
I
before you
hope.
actually get there.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's no reason. Like, now when people can get it from all around the world, there is no
Right.
reason. Do you actually have the book, the book
Yes,
itself?
I
Show
do.
me.
I do.
Oh, anger is the wave. And tell me about the feeling of actually getting the copy of your book for the first time.
It feels like because nowadays the most thing is that you need to have something in written to
Uh-huh.
prove that yes, I've done something. So when I got my book in written, I was like, yes, finally, now I have my actual book. Because if a book is digital, then it's no use. I mean, it's not no use, but when it's in written, it feels so much better to read a physical book than a digital one. It feels, because whenever you flip a page, you feel the sense of pride. Yes, this page is I have written this page, like, if this is the page, if I flip it, I say that yes, this page was written by me. And that sense of pride, I like it. It's really
Kabir,
good, and I feel good inside.
Kabir, when I started BriBooks, my dream was to meet kids like you that wrote a book and publish it and hold it and say, this is something that I prefer, and a really beautiful combination of the digital world, writing and publishing. I have last question for you. How much time did it take you to write the book?
It took me 4 to 5 days. Not much, 4 to 5 days.
Exceptional. So, Kabir, listen, I will let you go. I will just try to remember this concept of surfing the wave. I think it's just a beautiful concept that we should, surf our emotions exactly like waves, and you know that you're up and down and you need to control it and not to drown. Your
Yeah.
book is really beautiful. I can't wait to read your next book. I know, did you start writing your next book or not yet?
Yeah, yes, I started writing my next book. It's still work in progress.
Okay, please let me know when your next book is available on BriBooks, because now there are many, many books and I don't want to miss it. So I would love to read it. So please let me know when it's available. Thank you so much. You are a very special child and an
Thank
exceptional
you.
author. And congratulations for publishing your book.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.